good evening. Hello everyone. Trust you're doing well wherever you are. Some of you experiencing some new levels of lockdown. Hey to Gabe and Louise, good to see you jumping on there. Trust you're well out in California. Hello to those that are jumping in and joining. We're on, I think, about day 82. Some days I forget to look at the last one I posted, but I think we're 82 of 100 days of breakthrough. We'll get to 99 by New Year's Eve, and pretty confident of that. And then we'll start number one, and we'll go after next year. But this is 100 days of breakthrough, pressing in for breakthrough. Jumped around a lot of subjects, and I'm just running through the message I preached just before I left Bethel in 2016, unbelievably 4 years ago. And I preached a message, did you get what you came here for? And I know for some it's quite interesting when I've started posting about this, some people say, well, no, I didn't. And you know, here's the interesting thing. I don't know whether I knew what I went for. I went primarily for Sue, for her to get what she went there for. And then I jumped on a journey. And here's where I want to just go with this one. And I've probably already chatted about this, but you just can't go after this one too many times, in my opinion. And that's this: do you believe your story? You see, I think one of the things when we jump in, this isn't just about going to Bethel. This is any school of ministry. This is any revival hotspot. This is any time where you've changed churches. This is any conference you've been to, any tour you've been on, any stadium event you've been on. Did you get what you came for? You know, did you get something? And I take it even wider than that. Have you got what you were brought into the kingdom for? Part of a prophetic word I was given was you're going to get what you came into the kingdom for, in a prophetic word. And so I just want to encourage you with this, because in all of those scenarios, wherever it is, whatever revival hotspot, wherever you go to, you're listening to some of the greats. And I love to do that. But here's the thing, it's so much easier to believe their story than it is to believe my story or your story. You know, we look at, Daniel Calendar, this extraordinary man who's taken over Reinhard Bonnke's position, doing an incredible job, probably the greatest example of succession planning in the world right now. He started in the post room of CFAN, you know, extraordinary. And yet we look at him and we think, well, there he is out on the stage. It's easy to believe his story, but you believe yours. That's the real challenge. Do you know, here we are on Christmas week. This week running up to Christmas Day, a day where the birth of Jesus was the fulfillment of probably over 300 prophecies. Do you know how we got those prophecies? Because men and women passed them down the generations. And why did they do that? Because they believed their story, their part in this. Imagine that you're holding something that needs to be passed to generations, 10, 20, 30 generations ahead of us. Who knows? Do you believe your story? Do you believe the part that you have to play? And many of you know my translation, if you can call it that, interpretation of Romans 8:28. You know, he wastes nothing and he gets you ready. I want to encourage you, take note of your story, your journey. Believe your story. Yes, listen to the Bills and the Reinhardts and the Randy Clarks and the Ed Silvosos and the Claudio Frieds. And yes, listen to all of those. But as you do, believe your story. It's a key to your breakthrough, and I want to encourage you, take note of the little moments, those things that happen. And I just want to add something on here at the end of this. It's related, because I think it's related to 2021, and I'm going to go after it some more. But it's a thought I had this morning, and the thought was this: it's time to scatter the gospel and unite the saints. Scatter the gospel and unite the saints. That's what I believe we're in the place of. So, do you believe your story? There's my, Louise is Sue's brother's daughter, and she's married to a wonderful guy called Gabe. And, they're living the dream. And yet, on the way to this current dream, they've been through some nightmares. But they're a great example of two people who believe their story. And here's the thing, don't let anyone else steal it. Don't let anyone else steal it from you. And when I mean steal your story like identity theft, I mean steal the awareness that you have got a contribution to make on this earth and that only you can make it. And I want to encourage you, believe your story. It's the key to your breakthrough. And, you know, there's a chance I might jump on again tonight and do another one, just part of my catching up. But your breakthrough is the other side of you believing your story. Take care, and God bless from over this side of the pond. Bye.